Hello Taurus, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a monthly reading for you for March 2022, and I'm going to go ahead and see what energy will be playing out for you for this month. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with all of you. Please go check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs to ensure that you're getting all of the messages that correlate with your natal chart, okay? I do have my timeless readings are up for all 12 zodiac signs. I've posted those. The last one went up, I believe, Friday. So you can go and check my playlist. I will also put the timeless reading for Taurus at the end of this video, so you can just go into that right after this reading, okay? All right, we're going to go ahead and see what Spirit has to say, what messages you need to hear, and see what's going on for you all in March. I can't believe we're already in March. Now, this reading will be posted on the new moon, which is a new moon in Pisces. Lots of great energy, challenging energy to say the least, but let's see why, and let's see what you could be looking forward to, okay? All right. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We start out with Judgment. Okay, this is, in this deck, this is the Tarot of the Abyss, and the main card here, Judgment, is called Awakening in this card, okay? I mean, in this deck. All right, we have the Chariot, the Tower, okay. We have the Ace of Wands, the Devil. I haven't seen that card in a while. In every single reading I did for my timeless readings for every zodiac sign, the Devil didn't come out one time. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, you know, I just haven't seen it in a while. So it's interesting. Okay, the Sun. Forgot to mention the Nine of Wands here. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Hanged One, the Hanged Man in most decks. Okay, so we have all of the energies on the table. Taurus, I'm going to start with your current energy that I see as we are speaking, as I am talking to you right now. The current energy is the Two of Pentacles, the Awakening card, as I called the Judgment card, as well as it's in most decks called Judgment, and Ace of Wands. Okay, so I do feel here that there has been some lessons that you've had to learn from your recent past, or from even your distant past, that has led you to this point of having to make a decision or juggle options, juggle two things, maybe two people, maybe two ideas, maybe this is just you having to really come into your own need for reconciliation, okay? The Ace of Wands is talking about this new beginning, a new challenging, I want to say challenging, that wanted to come out of my mouth, okay? So it could be, yes, it could be challenging because you've had to overcome some things. But yet at the same time, the Ace of Wands talks about you moving in a new direction that's passionate, something you love to do, something that you want to pursue that is very fiery in your soul, okay? Something that speaks to your soul, okay? I'm getting there is possibly maybe an opportunity here to work with two groups of people, or maybe two separate people. If this is talking about work and you know, moving in a direction regarding finances or work, or even, I guess, even love, or, you know, friendship, put it how it resonates, but it's really saying here that you are in this situation where you've had to come through kind of like the dark night of the soul to embrace something that's going to give you an opportunity to move forward. Okay, so that's what I see in your current situation. It's very interesting. In your recent past, I need to look at that, because we need to really look and see why, how you're progressing into this beautiful Sun card here, because that is the most beautiful card in the deck. Okay, this Sun card is talking about happiness and comfort, joy, and really feeling good, having that spark in your soul, having the thoughts that are plentiful and positive and embracing. Okay, so in your recent past, I have the Hanged One, Nine of Wands, and the Tower. Very, very heavy energy. Okay, very heavy energy. So the Hangman talks about gaining new perspective. So in the recent past, you may have really come into a new way of looking at things. Okay, this could be leading you to your Two of Pentacles, meaning that you are ready to kind of make that decision or move yourself forward into and out of, right, juggling, right, moving into something that's going to bring you happiness, and moving out of something that maybe kept you stuck or maybe not really sure of something. Okay, the Hangman can also be a waiting period. Maybe you've been waiting for something to happen, or you've been waiting to pursue something or someone. Okay, in your recent past with the Nine of Wands, this kind of has been overwhelming for you. This waiting period has really taken a little bit of a toll on not only your body physically, but your, maybe even your soul. The Tower moment here really is the indication that something has had to come down. It could be a perspective that had to be really brought to the surface to look at, to calculate, and maybe rebuild. Okay, because we do have the Hangman here talking about that perspective, and this can be internal work that you've had to really go in and possibly revisit or reconnect with, and maybe even really break down everything internally to really build yourself back up to the standard of where you want to see yourself. Okay, and I do see that Ace of Wands as that new beginning of feeling invigorated, I think that's the right word, feeling invigorated after rebuilding yourself and rebuilding that new perception of life, that new perception of how things should be, right? And this can be related to anything, but I feel like this is more internal work that you're doing to help the external situations in your life, your love life, your work life, your friendships, your family. All of the internal work starts within, right? As within, so without. So that's what I'm feeling here very strongly. A lot of work had to be done. Lots of new perspectives were attained. And I think that you're in that moment right now that you've learned the lessons. You've seen the chaos, and you're ready to move into a new direction. Okay, that's beautiful. We have the Sun in your immediate future, the Chariot, and the Devil. So what this is saying to me here is there is this beautiful, as I said, happiness, joy, having that light that shines your way into a new direction, shines your way into something that is going to bring you abundance and happiness and that soulful feeling, right? And then we have the Chariot here, which is saying this is going to come in very quickly. Now, if this is in relation to, a person or work, something that you have fiery passion for example, there's going to be something that comes in quickly here for you in March. But there is a Devil energy here we need to talk about, because this Devil energy is talking about feeling bound. As you can see, this guy's tied up. He can't move, right? Because of fear, right? Maybe because of procrastination, maybe because there's this feeling of being bound, like you cannot make a move, or you cannot move forward with something because there is either internal strife, or there is some sort of fear of moving into a new direction that's going to bring you happiness. But it's clear here that there is happiness on the table here for you, but there is a little bit of fear about this. Okay, I want to look at that a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and clarify this reading. I haven't been clarifying most of the readings because they have been, first of all, I'm not really even far into the zodiac wheel yet. I've only done Aries, but I did a bonus reading for Aries. So you are the third reading I've done so far. So, but I may or may not clarify some of the other readings. I'm trying to kind of hold back on going too far with readings. Sometimes my readings can go into like 40, 50 minutes. It can be overwhelming for people to, stay that long for a reading. So I'm going to clarify what I think needs to be clarified here. I do want to see, let's start with the Two of Pentacles. Okay, this is in your current situation. What is the Two of Pentacles here? The High Priestess. Okay, so there could be this feeling of you not really sure of which way to go. We have her holding up this yin yang symbol, right? Really talking about that natural flow of things, right? Always having the polarity of the yin and the yang. But because we have the Two of Pentacles here, there seems to be this juggling happening where maybe there is something here that you're unbalanced about. And once you figure out what is going on with you internally and how you want to move externally or with others, then this balance comes in with the High Priestess. There could be something here also about balancing out your emotions, balancing out the feelings of intuition as well, trusting your intuition, making sure that you know exactly where you want to go, and of course the people that you are allowing into your life and bringing in to your surroundings. Make sure you are using your intuition when making decisions in March. Okay, that's a big message from Spirit here. Please pay attention to your intuition when it comes to your money, your business decisions, because we're talking about Pentacles. That is our money, connections with other people, anything tangible that you want to do, right? Investments, anything like that. Use your intuition and really pay attention. Use your discernment when it comes to dealing with these people, okay, or situations. Let's look at the Awakening card. We have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands here in your current situation. This is beautiful. The Ace of Swords talks about truth, okay? This card is all about the truth, really, coming into your own light, knowing exactly where you're going, and having that discernment within yourself to make the right choices and tell the truth, be honest about everything that you're doing. This is being straightforward with people, not being scared to speak your mind, okay? And I feel that you have learned to embrace that as well, because it's here with the Awakening card. I feel like you've embraced a lot of not only the ability to speak your mind and be honest and straightforward and straight. I don't want to say straightforward. I'd rather say forthright, okay? Being forthright with people and saying what needs to be said, but also knowing when to say it, okay? And because it is an ace, right? The ace is very powerful. So this says, you're definitely, going back here to this perspective where you've learned some lessons, right? You've felt the Nine of Wands where you were a little bit restricted and didn't feel like you could drop some of the burdens. You may still be feeling a little bit burdened because of the Awakening card. There could be some karmic lessons that you still need to learn, okay? There could be karmic people who you still have in your life that you need to learn lessons from. Okay, so that's talking about that as well, but it's also saying that you're moving in a new direction, because the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands both talk about new paths, new direction. Let's look at the Ace of Wands. Okay, we have two cards that came out. The Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is saying that you are moving in that new direction, okay? It is a card of success worldly success, moving towards your goals, right? And that wheel is actually turning in your favor. And with the Queen of Wands here, this is really saying that you are moving in that direction in a very passionate way. There is this Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands here, which is very powerful, especially with the Wheel of Fortune right in the middle, because this does talk about your success. Okay, this talks about you putting in the effort, working very hard, having the confidence to put yourself forward and make the right choices, right? Having new beginnings, and really feeling good about yourself in the process. Having that energy, that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fiery energy within yourself to move into whatever direction life takes you. And with the Ace of Wands, this feels like a new direction, and it feels like the universe is pushing you into this beautiful, new, passionate path, this new doorway that's going to really, really bring in a beautiful opportunity with the sun. So let's look at that. Why is the sun here? The Magician. You could be dealing with a Gemini, okay? If not, this Magician card is Gemini energy. Mercury is what this is all about. This is very intellectual energy. It's, as you can see, the roots coming from the top of his head, and him really feeling balanced by having this beautiful spiral right in the middle of his chest really signifies that he is internally balanced, okay, and rooted in, everything, as above, so below. Okay, beautiful card of that concept. And this is really saying that the happiness and the joy that you will be experiencing going forward, and really making the right choices and having the right perspectives moving into the future, you're going to feel like you have everything that you need. You're going to feel grounded, you're going to feel connected to source, and you're going to feel balanced within yourself as well going into the future. And it's going to be a beautiful, exciting experience for you. This feels like an awakening to me. This feels like you are headed into this beautiful phase of your life that's really going to empower you, because the Magician is very empowering. Okay, the Magician card is a major arcana. These are both major arcanas out here. So in your immediate future, I feel that there's going to be some very powerful energy coming in for you. Now, the Chariot is Cancer energy. Why is it here? The Two of Swords. Okay, so now we're getting into a little bit closer to the energy of why the Devil is here. So the Chariot energy is saying, okay, I want to move quickly towards something, or something wants to come in quickly towards me, but I'm blocked. I don't feel like I have the answers, or I don't feel like I can look at what is being brought in for my opportunity, for my advantage, for my benefit. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to take the chance. I don't want to open my heart. That's what this card is saying here. This could also be saying that you're not sure which personality to take on, right? This person is holding two different masks in their hand and they don't have a face. This card is interesting to me in this deck because it talks to me about not really understanding your authenticity. So I'm not saying that you're not authentic here, Taurus. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you may sometimes feel like you have to be another person, maybe in certain situations, in order to maybe people please. Okay, so be careful with that. Make sure that you are embracing your own needs, your own internal desires, and your own perceptions when it comes to the things that you want to see in your life, the things that you want to experience in your life. Okay, there's something beautiful coming in here for you, whether it's relationship, whether it's a new job, or whether it's overall internal positive transformation, because we do have the Tower here. This Tower does talk about something falling and rebuilding. And I'm going to reiterate, this talks to me about you doing your internal work. Something within you has had to fall in order for you to build something back up. I feel like you're still doing some work on this because we have the 9 of Wands. The next card after the 9 is the 10. And so I feel that there's still some work that you're doing, still maybe working alongside other people who are teaching you some lessons, and maybe you're still learning lessons within yourself as well. Let's look at the Devil, because this is an important card as to how you're going to either allow yourself to continue either procrastinating or being fearful of something, or even, this can also talk about addictions. If you are addicted to anything, even food can be addicting. The addiction can sometimes take you away from the things that matter, right? Even phones can be addicting. Even our phones, when we're looking at, stuff on the internet, or we're playing video games, or we're watching YouTube videos, all that stuff can be addicting. Okay, so put it how it resonates for you, what this Devil card is talking to you about. Let's see why it's here. The 6 of Cups. Okay. I do feel here that this is a very, very specific energy for me in this deck. Every deck has its own energy, and each card has its own energy. So for me, this card does talk about you not only having nostalgia about the past, but there could have been somebody who maybe walked away from you, or you walked away from them. There could be this memory of you really having a connection with someone who maybe you've lost connection with, okay? And there could be this feeling of missing this person. I do feel here that it's not only because it's a Cups card, it's internally feeling maybe like you miss this person, or this person could definitely miss you as well. But it is really feeling maybe a little bit stuck or fearful of how, these memories could be affecting you now. There could be something that's keeping you bound, maybe memories from the past that are still keeping you stuck in some way. Okay, so Spirit is really asking you to really evaluate some of the things that you can release. Now, you want to use the full moon for releasing. The new moon is actually going to be on the 2nd of March, which is the day that I'm going to release this video. So the new moon is actually bringing new stuff and asking for manifestations, or putting in the effort to put your manifestations out into the universe. Okay, so use that information how you will. Okay, but the 6 of Cups is talking about you being stuck in the past, and that's what I'm getting from this energy, because the Devil card is here next to it. Okay, I feel like you're fearful of something moving into the future, maybe haven't gotten over the past, maybe you're still stuck in the past, or can't let go of something. Okay, so again, Spirit is really asking you to really evaluate that, because without you getting out of this energy, the 2 of Swords as well, right? This energy here is really conflicting with the Magician and the Sun card, because this is definite. This is what you want. This is your mind energy right here. Okay, this Hanged One, this energy up here of you really, really honing in on a decision, trusting your intuition and making those connections with perceptions of who you want to be and what you expect of others, and moving into a beautiful new direction of happiness, joy, and feeling grounded and connected to Source. This is all in your mind's space, which is saying that this is something that you definitely are thinking about and know that you need to do. But in your soul, you're feeling that there's still some lessons that you have to learn. I don't feel like you're open yet to everything just yet. You may be a people pleaser at this time. There could be also this energy of you just having your heart blocked, or feeling like you just don't want to show yourself to other people. Maybe you're not ready to fully invest in something. Okay, because the Chariot card is here, though, I feel like something wants to come in. There's this energy of a wanting to pursue something, either someone wants to pursue you and come into, you know, absorb your energy, and in a good way. Okay, this is a good, I feel, because the sun is here, this is a beautiful energy, but I don't feel like you're open to it. Okay. Also with the Nine of Wands, you know, in your, I'm sorry if I said this was your soul. I meant this was your body. Okay. If I said soul, I meant body. The energy of you, not feeling like you can end a cycle of the past, or you're working to try to overcome something, but it's feeling a little bit overwhelming. And, you know, because this is a 9, you still have a little bit of work to do. Because the Awakening card is here, there's still maybe some karmic lessons, and because the Two of Swords is here, you're feeling blocked. Okay. Physically, this is physical energy. You're feeling physically challenged at this time. Physically, like you can't seem to move forward with some sort of connection here. Okay. Again, this could be in any situation, but you know, it could be love, it could be friendship, it could be work. So I feel like with the Ace of Swords right in the middle of your reading, this is really saying that being honest with yourself at this time, Taurus, is going to be very important for you, and with the others. If there's other people in your life that maybe you need to have conversation with and maybe start a dialogue with, that's going to help to kind of flow in the process, or help the process flow when it comes to opening up your heart, releasing some of the negative connotations or negative baggage from your past. Okay. And in your soul, whatever you have gone through, whatever you've had to battle, whatever you have had to tackle, you're coming out of that and really, really being confident within yourself to move towards something. And whatever this is with the Wheel of Fortune, this can sometimes talk about monetary gain. It can talk about monetary luck. Okay, so if, you know, in work, if you've, you know, pursued a new job, or you're looking for work, you're really talking about being successful in that arena, and really putting your best foot forward. Okay, but there's something here with the Devil and the Six of Cups that's keeping you stuck. Okay, so lots of work that needs to still be done here on your behalf, Taurus, in order to embrace this beautiful magician energy, and the sun, right, with the happiness and the joy that comes with that energy. So Spirit is asking you to really work on some of the things that can bring you the beautiful energy of opening your heart, communicating effectively with those around you, and releasing some of the past things that you could be still holding on to. Now, I do encourage you to take advantage of the next full moon, okay, to release some of that negative, and I don't want to really call it negative, because it's not negative. It's just something that you have to work through to complete. There needs to be something that is worked through in order to attain clarity. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle message from the Spirit Message Oracle deck. So far, if this reading has resonated with you, Taurus, please hit that like button. That helps my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here to, you know, share in these beautiful messages, these insightful messages as well, because I feel that, you know, there's a lot that can sometimes be difficult to hear, but at the end of the day, it's really important that you do. So let's go ahead and look at these two messages. The first one is a child's love. Okay, the message is: the love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So what I'm getting with this message here is communicate with your children if you have children. Okay, if you are someone who is pregnant or someone who is expecting, congratulations. This is also talking about, you know, a child's love and bringing a child into this earth. So congratulations to those people who are here listening, and who are ready to bring a child into this world. So yeah, beautiful message for parents. Okay. And then we have soul power. And this message says, always remember that you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. Yes, so we are much more than just skin and bone, okay? We are eternal souls. And so when you really, really think about that, it's important to remember that we do have, you know, very, very powerful instincts and very powerful minds, and, you know, very powerful energy that come with not only our souls, but the ability to connect with each other as well. Okay, so soul power is very important. Don't ever forget how powerful you are as an individual, Taurus. Okay, I think that I'm going to go ahead and leave that here. I hope that helped you. I hope that gave you some insight for March. Continue to work on things that may be, you know, still remnants after this Tower moment, and continue to work on yourself. Remember to keep your intuition very high in March. There may be some decisions that you have to make here, you know, with other individuals or groups of people. Be honest and continue to work through some of the difficult relationships, or, you know, even karmic situations that you find yourself going through, because those are going to be what teach you the best lessons. Okay, those types of people and those types of situations bring in more powerful energy for you as a soul here on this earth. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Thanks for being here with me again, guys. I love you, and until next time, namaste.